All right, what's happening, my friends? Welcome back. This is going to be a quick breakdown on Jamahal versus Thiago Santos. That's going down this Saturday, August 6th. All right, got my notes. First, let's start with Jamahal. Jamahal is 31 years old, 6'4", 79-inch reach. He is a purple belt in BJJ, mixed martial arts record, 10 wins, 1 loss, 1 no contest. He is currently on a 2-fight win streak, and both of those wins have been stoppages. Impressive stuff. Thiago Santos, the sledgehammer, is 38 years old, 6'2", 76-inch reach, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and a Muay Thai specialist. Mixed martial arts record, a vet, 22 wins, 10 losses. Now, Santos has won 1 fight out of his last 5. Not good. Now, for the striking stoppage losses that Santos does have, they've been in the first round. That's 3. Thiago Santos could finish you at any point in the fight, even in the later rounds at the very end. He's done it. Jamahal, same thing. He has a handful of first round stoppages, but he could stop you in the later rounds as well. All right, let's go over some of their stats and percentages. So, striking accuracy for Thiago Santos is 47%, for Jamahal 51%. Striking defense, 55% for Santos. For Hill, it's 45%. Takedown accuracy for Thiago Santos, 36%. Jamahal, 0%. He doesn't go for takedowns. Takedown defense, 65% to 60%. Strikes landed per minute for Thiago Santos, 3.77. For Jamahal, 7.06. Not a surprise, that guy stays busy in a fight. Puts pressure on you. Strikes absorbed per minute for Santos, 2.37. And for Jamahal, 3.71. All right, let's talk about Jamahal. Some of his attributes and skill sets. Big power, possibly a natural thing. Some dudes just hit hard. Jamahal looks like that dude. He doesn't have that build like that. You know, he's not jacked. He's not overly muscled. But some people, they just got that natural KO power, that thing, the leverages. However way their body's made up, they could just punch hard. And on top of that, with his training and learning how to punch, that's a bad combo for opponents. He's big, he's long, he's rangy. Jamal's very aggressive. He likes to be the hunter. He throws a lot of combinations with his hands. Matter of fact, combinations in general, because he throws a lot of kicks. But strictly with his hands, yeah, a barrage of punches from different angles. Straight, uppercuts, hooks. He seems strong for his build. He's not afraid to engage. He's aggressive again. He does great work on the outside, up close in the clinch. He doesn't waste any time throwing knees to your body. And I've seen him in fights defend takedowns that way. Guys try to shoot in, they get their head low. Jamal gets the back of their head in a Muay Thai plum. Bam, knee right up the middle. Jamal kind of leaves his chin out there when he goes on attack mode. Nobody has really been able to capitalize on that because they're getting beat up. But I feel like he's susceptible to like an overhand or a well-timed hook. But easier said than done when you're at the end of Jamal's punches. Somebody might be able to slip, take an angle, and land something though. Not sure if it's going to be Santos. Don't get your back against the cage with Jamahal. It's going to be bad for you. I feel like when he gets your back against the cage, he goes into full berserker mode. Jamal throws everything into his strikes with bad intent, trying to get you out of there. I think he covers distance really well. He's like long and rangy again. Moving forward attack-wise, like I said, he covers a lot of distance. And I think it throws people off guard. To his credit, he's able to slide out of the way of incoming shots and stay in range to counter rapidly. His striking to me is very diverse. He throws a combination of punches and kicks well. His clinch again and knees nasty. So Jamal's a switch stance fighter. He's listed as southpaw, but his lead right uppercut is sick. And his lead right hook is sick. His gas tank seems pretty solid for the pace he puts on guys. I'm probably going to touch on this in the matchup section of this video, but Paul Craig was able to tap out Jamahal by getting an overhook on his arm and pulling guard. Then he exploited the weakness in his game, his submission defense. Well, it appears that way because Paul Craig is a pretty exceptional submission grappler. So maybe he just caught Jamal in an armbar. But yeah, he got him to the ground not by an offensive takedown. He pulled guard. I don't think Thiago Santos is going to have that success. Anyway, moving on. Thiago Santos. Man, Thiago Santos loads up. Just like Jamahal, in the past at least, he threw to take your head off. His right hand is a damn hammer, sledgehammer. His left isn't that far off. He has super damaging kicks. It looks like everything he hits you with hurts. Now, Thiago Santos, before fighting John Jones, before he hurt his legs, was always in motion. Super explosive, bouncing around, finding angles, throwing bombs. So explosive. His most powerful strikes to me are his hooks. Thiago's a finisher. When that guy smells blood, sees weakness, he is on top of you. When he's in orthodox stance, his rear leg kick, crushing kicks to the body. Alright, so the matchup. How could this fight possibly play out in a UFC cage? Well, prime Thiago Santos, I think, is a very dangerous fight for Jamahal Hill. But I don't think we're dealing with or we're seeing prime Thiago Santos. I think it's a combination of his knees being shot, his legs being shot. He can't explode anymore, cover distance, or move well. So there's that physically, and then like the mental thing, the confidence aspect. Because that was a big part of his game, his movement and his explosiveness and speed. So take those off the table, you have a diminished Thiago Santos, and I think that's what we're seeing. Jamahal Hill doesn't have that problem. He's still fresh. He still moves really well. He's still quick. He still covers distance great. They both have comparable power. I might give the power edge, especially right now, to Jamahal Hill. I think Thiago Santos is going to have issues in this fight. I really do. Jamahal Hill's aggressive. He's not going to let off the gas. He's going to be chasing that knockout. I still think Thiago Santos is going to be threatening with his knockout power and his strikes. But if he's not as mobile as Jamahal Hill, he might be a sitting duck. I've touched on this already. When Jamahal Hill has your back against the cage, he does work. So Thiago Santos is going to have to circle. Don't get his back against that cage. But again, with his bum knees, is that possible? Prime Thiago Santos may have been a tough matchup for Jamahal Hill, specifically because he threw devastating hooks. And if you watch some of Santos' fights, he can knock you out going backwards, throwing just like looping shots and hooks. So if you look at the way Jamahal Hill attacks, how he has his chin out there, and he just like lunges forward, that's something maybe prime Thiago Santos could have capitalized on, slipping, throwing a hook, with the lean back and the counter. But it's tricky because Jamahal Hill is like a damn praying mantis. He has like really long arms, and he just finds you at the end of those punches. And he come in rapid fire from like different angles. I think Jamahal Hill is going to be too quick for Thiago Santos. I think he's going to overwhelm him with strikes. I don't think Santos has the explosiveness or the movement right now to compete with Jamahal Hill like that. The ground might be an area of exploitation for Santos, but can he get the fight to the mat? Not sure. Again, going back to the speed and explosiveness, I don't think he can shoot in for anything. He's not a wrestler. I can't see him pulling guard like Paul Craig. Even if he were to try that, I would think Jamahal Hill has worked on that. He's not going to fall for that again. Tough fight for Santos present day, definitely. I'm going to have to go with Jamahal Hill. Probably 70-30. That's only because Thiago Santos seems diminished. He's 38 years old. He has 2 bad legs, if I'm not mistaken, 2 bad knees. He hasn't looked the same since that Jones fight. Seems very tentative. It looks like his confidence is a little bit shot. Can he catch Jamahal Hill with something? Of course. That guy, he has an abundance of power, but he has to land on him. Barring a lucky shot, I don't really see that happening. Maybe in a wild exchange if Jamahal Hill underestimates him. I think Jamal's going to do what he does. He's going to pressure Santos. He's going to back him up against the cage. And then he's going to unload on him. Pick him apart, wear on him. Eventually something big might land, and Santos is going to be out of there. I think pretty much that's how the fight's going to play out. Santos may catch Hill with something. You never know. You never know. We may see a glimmer of old school Thiago Santos. Maybe he backs up, takes an angle, lands one of those sledgehammers. Kicking at Jamahal Hill's legs may be effective. That might slow him down. Hurt his ability to cover distance going forward and attack. But it all boils down to Thiago Santos' knees. Can he do that? I haven't really seen him throw kicks like that since the Jones fight. So the low kicks and the body kicks, avenues of attack that he might not be able to utilize. And again, I don't think he's going to be able to take the fight to the ground. So if this is a striking affair, definitely in 2022 right now, given their present condition, where they're at in their careers right now, leaning towards Jamahal Hill. So that's my fight pick, guys. Let me know in the comment section who takes this fight this weekend and why. Do you think the old dog, the old war dog, can pull it off and beat the newcomer? Thiago Santos definitely has a lot more experience than Jamahal Hill, but I guess we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching this segment, guys. If you enjoy the content, first time at the channel, hit that subscribe button, like and share the video. Appreciate that. And I will catch you all on the next segment. Until then, take care. Once the fight goes down, we'll come back and talk about it as usual. Later, guys.